Thank you for the invitation. My name is Jerome B. TOSAM. Artistically, I am called J.M. TOSAM. I am a professor of philosophy and a reggae artist. Reggae is a genre that I fell in love with even just as a child. At the age of 5, 6, 7, I used to listen to my father's stereo playing songs from great Jamaican artists like Eric Donaldson. I can't, even at this age, I still hear the sound of "This is the land of my birth" of Eric Donaldson. Yes, so, and gradually I got to discover the music of Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Jimmy Cliff, and subsequently Lucky Dube, Alpha Blondie, all of that. So, and the very engaging and revolutionary nature of their music is actually what inspired me. And of course, these are all philosophers, and I happen to be a philosopher. So all of these factors are played in my choosing reggae as a mode of expression of my ideas and so on. What I realize in life is that when you love something, you always try to create time for it. No matter how busy you are, those things that you cherish, those things that make you happy. And music is one of those things that, for me, is not only a distraction, it is a very important appendage of my intellectual or academic life. My music story is not very much straight and direct, in the sense that I actually went into music several years ago, and then that's sometime around mid 2000, around 2006, 2008, when I did a single, "Where Is Your Conscience?" But at that time, I was in the heart of my PhD thesis, which needed a lot of time. And immediately when I obtained my PhD in 2011, I was immediately recruited at the University of Bamenda. And as a young lecturer, I focused more in my career in teaching, and those early years I actually sacrificed music. I only came back into music in 2017. Yes.
This is Top Arts.
Lady fool, the fool, the fool.
Fool, the fool, thinks that's fooling.
of message that I transmit, they're diverse, ranging from love, human rights and democracy, questions having to do with justice for vulnerable people, and the diverse problems that we face in Africa. My themes range from issues about African unity, issues about interhuman relations, and most of my songs handle these diverse issues, these diverse themes, from nature, from the society, political failures, political successes, human desires, human problems, challenges, and things like that. So when you look at the different themes, you actually find that they are inspired by the society and the natural environment in which we find ourselves. I have so far one album, the album entitled The Wind of Change is made up of 16 songs. That album was released a year ago, and it was a collection of singles that I've been doing for several years. At the same time, I'm preparing an album entitled One World. It's an album that is going to be made up of at least 12 songs. I hesitate to say 12 songs because as I'm preparing the album, inspiration is coming. I'm tempted to record more songs to add to the album and so on. That album, like I already said, is entitled One World, and there are 3 songs that have already been released in that album as singles. 6 days ago, I released the third, entitled I Am Not in Competition. The first song in that album was released in April this year, 2025, entitled Play the Fool. And then in August, I released a second song, still from that album, entitled African Unity. I have videos, I have audios, I have some excerpts of live performances and so on. I try to make visuals that are actually suggestive of the message that I am transmitting. For instance, the visuals that I did for African Unity, you could actually see what I'm expressing. I start from Patrice Lumumba. We know the story of Patrice Lumumba, how he was eliminated because he actually was fighting for the genuine African independence. And we know the Western influences that led to his assassination. I took their pictures of Thomas Sankara, the pictures of Muammar Gaddafi, the pictures of some great Pan-African leaders like Marcus Garvey, like Kwame Nkrumah, and even Nelson Mandela, as well as contemporary Pan-Africanists like Ibrahim Traore. So you see that in my song, the one titled "Play the Fool," that's largely a video. It doesn't directly actually replicate the message, but you can see the Afro connection from the beat and a reflection in the dance steps and so on. Music gives me an audience that the classroom does not give. All right, the musician speaks to the world, has the world as his classroom, but the teacher speaks only to a select group of students. For example, if you don't have an A level, you won't be admitted in the university. You won't have access to the university amphitheater. If you don't have, but when you play my song on television, on radio, you don't select who listens to it. You don't select who gets inspired by it. So that's how I see it. So now, music's an opportunity for me to take my philosophy out of the classroom to the wider world. Yeah.
This is Top
Find an
Arts.
African solution to our problems, and that this can only be found in African unity. Divided, we are weak. United, Africa will become one of the greatest forces for good in the world.
Seem to have learned nothing from what we've been through. Why can't we learn from the case of Patrice Lumumba? Why can't we learn from the case of Kwame Nkrumah? Why can't we learn from the case of Thomas Sankara?
African unity is the key. African unity is the key. African unity is the key.
It is the key to African liberation.
It is clear that we must find an African solution to our problems, and that this can only be found in African unity. Divided, we are weak. United, Africa will become one of the greatest forces for good in the world.
We need to heed to the council.
Marcus Garvey,
We need to heed to the council.
Bob Marley,
We need to heed to the council.
Muammar Gaddafi.
'Cause it is the only way for African freedom.
African unity is the key.
Keep to get African unity.
Is the key.
Keep to African freedom.
Is the key. African unity.
Keep to African liberation.
African unity.
Keep to African freedom.
African unity is the key.
I appreciate all of my songs because all of them emanate from some kind of intellectual and spiritual inspiration. But I would go hesitantly with the song which is the title of my first album, The Wind of Change. The Wind of Change. Yes. I say that with a lot of hesitation because there are other songs that I have some kind of feeling towards them, but yeah, The Wind of Change. The message actually transmits the Pan-African spirit of my philosophy and even of my music. The Wind of Change englobes all of that. It englobes all of that. Yeah, politicians, it's over. And a host of many other songs in that particular direction. As an independent artist, it's never easy, and I can always thank God also that I have some little means that can permit me to even do some of the videos that I do, even record some of my songs in the studio. I know of very talented artists in the Northwest region who have this barrier also, recording a song, doing a good video. So, but I work with the means available to make my videos. Yeah, very low cost, but videos that can be able actually to appeal to a global audience. In this life, in this journey of life, I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm not in a race with anybody. I just wanna be a better version of myself. I just wanna be a better version of myself. Oh yeah, I just wanna be the best version of myself. I've had so many people warn me about the kind of themes that I handle, but I have to make this very clear. In my music, I don't attack particular individuals. My music focus on themes, on issues that can be applied in the Cameroonian context. It can be applied in the Nigerian context. It can be applied in the Ugandan context, in the South African context, globally. For example, when I talk about yeye politicians, for example, I'm just talking about dishonest politicians, and we have dishonest politicians everywhere in the world. But now, my focus is in Africa. I'm not saying that this particular politician that we know somewhere is a yeye politician. There are themes that will prick you. If you're a politician, you begin to ask yourself, from what the message of this song, am I a genuine politician, or am I a fake politician or a yeye politician? Yes, so that's largely how I write my songs. I don't focus on individuals or called individual names and things like that. And I believe that this kind of approach to music is music that is eternal. When you write songs where you call some of your contemporaries, some individuals, once those people are no longer there, the music, the song cease to be relevant, maybe in the next 5-10 years or in the future. Yes, but when you handle themes, those themes will stay for life, because human nature, as I can say, is static. You have when we talk about corruption today, it's not something that started today. Those who lived in about 1,000 years ago talked about corruption and manifested in different ways and so on. Yeah, like for example, there's some of the things we faced in our contemporary society which were analyzed by Plato some 2,500 years ago, by Aristotle some more than 2,000 years ago. You see, they're still relevant to our contemporary society. So that's how I see it, and that's how I see my music as an extension of my academic work. Reggae develops in the environments that have suffered marginalization. If you look at Jamaica, communities that have suffered great levels of marginalization. It's some kind of protest music. If you look at areas where reggae has developed, like in Jamaica and different parts of the world, you discover that it usually emerges from the suburbs, from those who have been marginalized. And Bamenda in particular, and the Anglophone region, remains the mind, the political, I would say it remains the very critical mind of the nation of Cameroon. We will see that multipartism was actually provoked in Bamenda, and we know how much Bamenda or the Northwest has contributed. And it's just natural that you find that reggae music is doing so well in the Northwest region. You get it? You actually see that reggae music is doing it stems from that revolutionary spirit, that the quest to question authority. Okay, the quest, the desire to question established authority. That is where reggae comes from. And if you look at, we have very, very talented reggae artists in Bamenda, and I see a future. I see in the future a very powerful reggae artist emerging from Bamenda in the Northwest region of Cameroon. This particular album, I have said it elsewhere, I have collaborated with a reggae artist in Bamenda like Makwando. He is the album is actually being produced by Godema, who is a very popular name in the Bamenda music scene and in the Cameroonian music scene. But I'm collaborating also with Makwando, who is also a very good reggae arranger. I started building a studio, but for some security reasons, I had to dismantle everything and discontinue everything, because at some point I became more of in fact, for security reasons, I could not longer be where I used to be based for close to 12 years. I had to move out of that environment, so I've got rather a smaller place than I used to have.
Don't take advantage of my love, baby, and treat me Don't take advantage of my love, baby, and treat me bad.
Looking forward to establishing a studio which will basically be concerned with live performances for my rehearsals and so on and so forth. Yeah, I am currently working on an album entitled One World. The album is almost done, but we hope to launch the album by late May or early June 2026. And in that album, we already have 3 songs that have been released: Play the Fool, African Unity, and I'm Not in Competition. I just invite my fans, beginning from home. They say charity begins at home. I realize that it is important to be pushed by your home fans. So I'm doing more and more publicity, first in Bamenda and then moving beyond the region. Yeah, because if it's well cooked at home, it can go far into the world. So I'm inviting my fans to keep sharing my work on my Facebook page, JM TOSAM, TikTok, JM TOSAM, YouTube, Bombs Entertainment. That's my production house. And then Instagram, JM TOSAM. So I invite them to continue to follow me, to invite more friends to continue to share, for others to discover what I'm doing.
This is Pop Arts.
Gambisima, manajinganse. kabu besema. Wana wom kabu besema. Anggok kebata waka besema. Kam besema mana jingan se. Kam besema mana jingan de.
Powered by GP Media.